morning. Good morning,
Hello.
everybody. How you doing, Keith?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, thank you. I'm in my
I've
fancy mushroom
just
garden today.
yes. How flash? I've been seeing all your little shorts that you've been doing with all your different things.
Yes. So, what
Well, it's
news?
good.
How's your day going?
Well, it's been very wet. We just had a cold front come through earlier this morning, and so it's been raining during the day. That's why there's a few puddles and that around. But they've got access to the sheds and stuff. Hello. Are you coming down to feed them? Oh, cool. Well, there you go. We're at the right time.
Ooh.
We got the two new ones here in the pen that you've been seeing on the videos. If you've been checking out my channel, my live stream, YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah.
And so we're going to do something slightly different today by the looks of it.
Ooh.
Where is that? These two here.
Oh.
They're putting some milk in the feeder. I'll get you to hold that first. Right. Oh, you're keen, aren't you?
Oh.
Look at him go. This one here is a bit of a high-risk calf, being an abandoned one.
Oh.
So we've been getting a little bit of extra treatment to hopefully make him all good. His milk's nice and warm, so that's good. But obviously this one here is a dairy bull, and that one there is an Angus, but yeah, he's abandoned. This one's obviously his mum's in the dairy.
How could you abandon this little, gorgeous thing?
Yeah, he's not so little though, is he? Like, he's a decent size. But yeah, he's been a bit off his diet, and so there's a few things I've been doing to sort of help get him, so he actually does the right things and whatever. So it's all part of what we do.
Oh.
So yeah, that's. Oh, I'm just sorry about the noise. I'm just going out again. I'll leave the young fella to it now.
Should we see who we've got? Let's have a look. Gino. Gino's here. Gino's always here. Hi, Chuck.
Hi, Gino.
Hi, Nate. How are you both? I hope all is good. Well, all is good with me. And I think all is good with Keith. So we are all good.
We're all good.
And then he adds, let's go. Calf version 2. Couldn't agree more. Leon, morning all. Just pouring the coffee from the pot. Well, of course you are, because it's Monday morning. And that's what you do on a Monday morning. That's what we do.
Hi, Leon.
Oh, look what you said. We've got this character called Keith the Crypto Farmer, who's saying good morning all with you in a minute.
I don't know how that gets there. I didn't type it there.
It's like the magic of YouTube. Gino saying good evening, mate. And good evening, Chuck. How are you tonight or morning? Well, it's definitely morning for me. It's nearly 9:10 in the morning with me, and all is well. Slumdog Millionaire, good morning. Well, good morning to you, Slumdog.
Hi, Slumdog. Thank you.
And Gino.
It was quite funny because I was talking to him on main chat, and I was just saying a bit back and forth, and then it was like you popped up with something about going live, and I was like, oh no, I forgot. And I was like 2 minutes to 4, and I was like, oh shit. So out the door I flew. And that's why you caught me.
How could you forget our date that we have every Monday morning? Having said that, you know that I sent this through very, very late last night for me because I was sat there watching charts, actually. I was watching charts and suddenly it got to like, I don't know, it must have been like 1:30 in the morning. I suddenly thought, oh my God, it's Monday. I need to set up our little live. So I nearly forgot, I've got to say. So I don't know what's got into us this week. But here we are.
Yeah, well, there's just so much going on, but obviously we're doing so much of everything, you know, like with all the other live streams and videos and stuff we're doing, like the candle's really getting burned hard at the moment. Like we're really putting in some effort to try and, you know, get things out there. And
like a machine at the moment.
It's a challenge, I tell you. And it's not as easy as what it looks.
No, it really isn't. I know. Well, I know that. I definitely know that. Gino loves my background. Well, look, Gino, look. You get it. It's actually based on the yellow brick road.
Hey, that was pretty cool. You sort of had a cloaking device.
Yes, I do have it. Oh,
you go backwards and
it only works now and then.
Yeah.
There we are. There we are.
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
Yes, my background comes with a cloaking device. Now, actually, you're not seeing it in its full glory because it is animated and there's little things flying around in its proper thing. But if anybody's interested in an animated background, which I display, then you can look through this little QR code. But don't do it now because this is all about calf.
Absolutely.
Gina's saying very nice. Well, thank you, Gina. I appreciate that. So, Kid Crypto Farmer, what news? Pray tell, what news? Any news?
Well, I've gone for a walk down the lane a little bit, and I'm really quite disappointed because we've had a little bit of frost in the morning, and the frost, like, and we get a little. Well, the problem is, I know the skies have got clouds at the moment, but lately we've been getting clear nights, and so we've had a bit of frost. But that's why, like, the streams are flowing pretty good at the moment. Down there.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's a merge point down here where there's one creek that comes along here and then this is the water from our neighbour's paddock coming across where I've got this really long pipe that goes from here all the way up to, I don't know, it's about 60 metres long or something. It's a really long pipe in the ground. But we've got this grass called Koinly. I don't know whether you have it or not. But Koinly grass.
Koinly.
Yeah, but it's like it's actually a subtropical sort of grass, and it grows really good when the weather's hot and dry. But it's very intolerable of cold, like frosty sort of over wet conditions. And when I look around here, like I'll show you. Like instead of being nice and green, we've got all this brown looking stuff now because it's absolutely pummeled by the frost, and it's amazing how poor that makes your grass all of a sudden. So no wonder we're feeding out extra hay at the moment because we're just short on feed stuff. So there you go. Every season has its thing, you know, and at the moment we're getting pummeled with a bit of cold and obviously a lot of rain, but you know, that is winter.
Yeah. Well, listen, I have two types of grass in my garden. It's either short grass that's been mowed or it's long grass that hasn't been mowed and needs doing. That's my type of grass. And I prefer the short type because I don't like the long type because that means work has to be done. Anyhow, that's my grass.
Well, there you go. I'll do some education on pastures as time goes on.
Nice.
And we'll see what we end up with.
Yeah.
Well, lately I've been doing more stuff on animal stuff, but pastures are obviously very important as well, especially with what you do to your soils to help build organic bases so you end up with better quality soil. It's obviously very, very important to make them good because otherwise you end up with degrading your soils and that just creates problems for the environment.
We don't want problems. We don't want
No,
problems.
we don't.
No.
No. Like I showed in a video the other day, I was carting topsoil, and that was what looked so sloppy down here because I've been carting fresh topsoil down into these calf paddocks, which is all of this topsoil. Oh, I'll move to a better spot. All this extra, this black that looks like mud on top, this is just all fresh topsoil. So it's actually really clean topsoil. It's never been in a calf paddock before. And it's really important to have soil like that because it helps to reduce pathogens that are, you know, they build up over time from having animals on the same ground all the time. And this is where you'll find that a lot of places that, you know, like, say, for instance, a dairy farm, they might have their calves always in one little patch and don't get to rotate and fix it up. And they end up with a parasite loadings or different other issues that they get from pathogens because they aren't having fresh soil. And so that's one thing that you've got to work on when you raise calves, like what we do, is that you've got to try and make sure you get all the percentages in your favour. And that's just one thing that you can do. Obviously, it takes more work, as, you know, like I was making those videos the other day of me carting down the topsoil. You know, it's not the easiest of things to do, but it's really important for health-wise to do things like that, because without that, you end up with, you know, exacerbated losses and calves that don't thrive, and that's not what we want. We
don't want that. We don't want exacerbated losses.
No, that's right.
That in crypto.
That's for our later live stream, that one. Well, there's so much going on in the space. Like, it's just, like, it's good though, because, like, in a way, I don't know whether you've seen it or not, but we've linked up with Yabonks on our Discord now, which he runs an animal sanctuary as well. So we're going pushing more obviously into the refi space. And so
that was an interesting little conversation we had the other day, wasn't it?
Yep.
And was it Dave DeFi who came in and told us about that? It was Dave, wasn't it?
Yep.
Dave DeFi came in and started saying, for anybody that didn't see it, that we shouldn't be in the DeFi space, we should be in the refi space, which is all about basically not putting personal gains first. It's about, you know, almost sustainability in crypto projects.
The way I sort of see it, this is my own opinion, is that a lot of the DeFi stuff is all degen plays, and a lot of it is just get in, get out, you know, and maybe some swing trading, you do your stuff, whatever. But you know that, you know, it's a very volatile, it's a very risky sort of space. But what I find with the refi space is that you've got to be more of a mindset where it's more of a long-term hold, more so than, maybe I'm wrong with that, but that's my belief in it, is that, yeah, there's gains to be had, but it's not the instant play degen sort of stuff. And so you got to come in with a different mindset where by all means you can swing trade, you can do all of the same stuff, yes, but it seems to be more of a longer term sort of holdy stuff rather than degen play. That's my own take on it.
I would call them projects with hearts, is what I would say.
Yeah, well, that's right, but that is obviously a hard thing to sell, because you know,
unless you've got the
so many people agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, and as long as you've got the right audience, it's probably it's easy to sell to the right audience because that's what they want, I guess. And I think the realization we had the other day was we're getting in front of the potentially not the wrong audience, because our current audience is pulled from the Vulcan community, but it's people that have got interest in this kind of project. And
it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because, like, the thing is that even though, like, I developed this project within that sphere, you know, like SafeUX, Vulcan, whatever, thinking that it would be something good to launch on their blockchain, whatever. But, you know, I wasn't, like, when you look around for alternatives, really there hasn't been alternatives until now anyway.
Yeah.
Like Grove, is limited still. Kyoto doesn't exist still. Blockchains which have that green mindedness or refi mindedness haven't really existed until just now. So you can't really blame us for being in the space where we are, because like all intents and purposes was that we wanted to develop something for Vulcan or SafeX, and that was number one. But number two, the other things just didn't exist, so there was no choice anyway. So okay, so what else are you meant to do? Well, Binance. Well, we're on Binance, but what else is there to do? Like those things haven't existed.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, of course, we're at that crossover point when we've sort of outgrown the space. We don't fit exactly where we are now, hence why we're doing what we're doing. We're pivoting and we're going to places which are, as I was saying weeks ago, obviously there's directional changes and we're doing what we need to do. And that's why listening to the advice of certain people like Dave coming in and letting us know what his thoughts were, and it's been wonderful. Ellie with all her input with the refi space. So it's been, these are all part of the live streams that we're doing each day at a different hour of the day. They're a bit later in the day or earlier depending on where you are in the world, but they're normally about 4 or 5 hours away from now. When we start doing those sort of live streams. But that's where it's been really good doing that, because we've been able to find this information out by doing that, and then having participation with different people within the communities to find all this information out. So we know we need directional change, but trying to do it's a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. Slumdog Millionaire, very important to rest the land, so it takes about double the land, half being used and the other half is resting. I remember learning about that in my schooling. What
and technically it's not even half. Like seriously, like if you want to do proper holistic farming, depending obviously in exactly where you live in the world, because different places have their different climates and the what's appropriate. But here, ideally, you want at least like 20 days rest on a paddock. So normally, like a proper holistic farm. My neighbour's got his farm set up with, that's a real holistic farming, and that there he runs about 40 different paddocks. It's only a small property, but they're all broken down into little paddocks, and he rotates them every single day. So as you can imagine, it takes a while to get around them all, but that system works absolutely marvelous. And that's where the topsoil has come from that I showed the other day on the big pile up the back that I carted down here for these guys. And you see the biomass that's in that soil. It's just absolutely amazing topsoil, because we put in a new roadway at his place. So I took the topsoil away, brought it down here, because obviously topsoil is gold, like I want to get as much of that as I can get. It's to do the proper holistic farming. Like he still uses some fertilizers and stuff. He uses the same as I do. So it's organic, technically organic fertilizing. But it's a really good way to get the grass to have its right rest time, and the paddocks are just not overworked. They're really, really good. It makes a massive difference.
I remember learning about it in my head. I don't remember if I learned about it from the Bible studies or what, but in my head it's like a 3-point plan. So you have a field that you're farming and working with, you have one that you're completely resting, and you have the other one that you're starting to prepare, kind of. So and I can't remember, maybe it's rotation farming it was called something. Oh my god, that
is where you live and what you're doing.
Knowledge.
Because it all varies on your region, where you are and what sort of soils and climates and stuff that you've got. Where we are is a very wet climate, but it's a temperate climate, so generally it's not that cold. Hi, Ellie. Thank you very much for calling in.
Hey, good morning.
I was just talking about you.
Your ears
only
burning,
good,
Ellie.
only good things though. About help with refi.
Yes.
Yeah. So like the bigger farms don't do the same sort of thing. They do paddock rotations, but it's on a different sort of scale. The farm I'm talking about down here is only like 100 odd acres, so it's completely different. And hopefully I'll get, if you guys see up there.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Oh, rainbow. You need to do a TikTok.
The rainbow.
Look at rainbows.
Yeah, well, it's raining at the moment, and but the sun's shining over there, so we got this rainbow just starting to get a bit brighter and brighter.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's really good. Fantastic. Loving it. Slum Dog is saying animal husbandry, indeed.
Hey, look, if I put myself there.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's almost on your head. It's coming. That's it. Stop there. Keith with a rainbow coming out of his head.
Who's the pot of gold?
You are our pot of gold, Keith. That's all I can say. Ellie loves to listen to us both.
Well, that's good.
Ellie. Oh, we appreciate you. Thank you. So here's a question. What do you guys think of vertical farming and aquaponics and also permaculture? Well, I can tell you what I think, but I'm going to let Keith go first.
Well, permaculture is more like what we do. Aquaponics is obviously completely different. And vertical farming, I'm not sure exactly what sort of scale you're meaning, but because I'd have to know what sort of scale you're talking about, because like if it's backyard stuff, then yeah, absolutely, of course, it limits space and like a lot of vertical farming. It depends on what people call it, but it's using sidewalls and stuff like that. It's different sort. It's not like having your pastures on the paddock like it is, but permaculture is essentially like what we do with organic sort of farming and just doing things that are.
So,
right.
Ellie, what he said, I personally love aquaponics. Just I like the sound of the word, that's all.
Yeah.
I look. What about rainbow farming? That's got to be something something new that we can develop, because Ellie loves you. You're a nice rainbow. And she loves the fairy background. I presume you're talking about mine and not.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, your background trumps mine. Yeah, of course.
Ellie is working, but relax when I hear your voices. Well, thank you, Ellie. That's very, very kind.
Voice,
sorry, of course.
Any scale, yeah. I don't know. I've never looked into what vertical farming or aquaponics on a bigger scale is. I've never seen how it's applied, so I just don't have a comment on that.
Yeah.
I do believe that you need to fertilize paddocks, but I don't believe you need to use so much chemical fertilizers to do it. Yeah. But having said that, now this is a very controversial point, okay? Is nitrogen, okay, which is a very controversial fertilizer. Yeah. But nitrogen is super, super important, and it's very much frowned upon. It's made, like with LP gas, but it's technically a chemical fertilizer, but nitrogen, like that's why here we're lucky we can grow lots of clovers that helps to infuse nitrogen into the soil. But but even saying that, nitrogen is super, super important to do with the composting of the biomass to make better soil. So you've really got to have nitrogen applied to your ground. Like there's some aspects that you just can't completely be like organic. Like I know organic farmers can be completely organic, but there's always some aspects to it which just don't quite work, that you still need to sort of fill the gaps. And nitrogen is one of those things that's very hard. Like you can do substitutes, like with worm juice, as they call it, or whatever. You can do some various sort of substitutes to help with it, but it's still very difficult to make proper grass without doing nitrogen applications. But of course, you've got to get your balance in your soils right.
You see, this is again why I couldn't be a farmer, because I don't do mud, I don't do muck, I don't do worms. I know worms are our friend, but not me. No.
It's not hard. You just do it.
No, worms.
If I can do it, anyone can do it. Right. No. I'm only half a person now, and I can still do it.
You are not half a person, my love. Some dog is telling us nitrogen, I presume he's talking about, is explosive. You've got to be very careful with these things, haven't you? You can build up a nitrogen.
No, we don't.
No, that's what Hollywood tells me when I'm watching these films.
The news, like, with all this shit about, like, they have, the nitrogen that we get isn't high enough nitrogen content. The urea is what we have. Nitrogen, oh geez, I'm trying to, sorry, my brain's got me. What they use for making explosives, mix it with diesel.
Dynamite.
It's like, no, it's like urea, but it's the higher grade of urea. So it's nitrogen fertilizer,
urea.
But it was the original nitrogen, but it was a higher grade, and so you can make your own bombs. And you used to use it for like blowing stumps out or dams or whatever.
Hang on, we'll get banned from YouTube if we talk about these things.
No, but that's the thing. Like that's why, like now you can't buy.
No.
The name just gets me, and I don't know why, but it has. Because I've worked in mines long enough, like, the joys of, blame it on my brain. And, I just can't think of the name. Don't you hate that when that happens?
It never happens to me, Keith. I always remember everything.
Oh, well,
I don't know. Yes, I do hate it when that happens, and it happens a lot. For me.
But yes, it's a different grade of nitrogen. So our urea that we get, we can't make explosives out of it because it's not high enough concentration. Yeah. So as much as I would love to, because we live in a redneck sort of area, and we would love to blow shit up, but we can't even make the stuff because you're not allowed to buy it. So, and it's all controlled now to buy it. So yeah,
Keith,
but
I'm seeing a different side of you. You want to blow things up?
No, blowing
shit up. With here. What do you want to blow up exactly?
No, you just love seeing things go.
I'm a bit shocked. Now we've got exciting things today because we've got 2 draws. Am I right? One draw. I thought we had 2 today. I'm confused.
I asked the other half that, and she said another week.
Oh, another week. Sorry, because just to remind everybody, the wonderful, gorgeous, generous Leon won last week, and he has given back his winnings. But we're carrying that on for another week. So next week there will be 2 draws. So come back next week as well.
Ellie, please excuse me, but did you try and buy you were talking the other day on the live stream about trying to buy an NFT, but then your browser wouldn't let you, and you know how sometimes when people are using Brave or whatever it is, that it blocks out the Web3 thing. Was that yourself? Why I say that is that if you do, you would be the only person so far that would be in a draw. So, like, oh yeah. So yeah, please message me.
Yeah.
Please give me a message and have a talk to me about it. And if you still do, obviously it's totally up to yourself. Because either one way or the other, I'll fix it up. Don't worry about that. We'll get it sorted.
So, guys, you've got another week to buy an NFT to be entered into a bonus draw this time next week.
And it's only for the new NFTs as well.
And it's only for the new NFTs. So at the moment, it sounds as if we haven't got any.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, I think that it's nothing at the moment. But don't count me on that 100%. But I think we're still on 400.
Okay. So Ellie will sort it when she's a little less busy. Fantastic.
Yeah, sweet.
So everybody get your NFTs ready for next week's draw. Especially.
It was just a conversation I'm pretty sure you were having with me, and or mentioned it on our live stream, and I just been meaning to catch up with you about those issues. Because of course, if there is any issues, we sort it.
Yeah. So, is it that time? Are we at that time?
You'd have to do me a favour, because I think Mrs. Keith is away, running a driving test with a young fella. So if you could go to NFT Farmer and just see if it's on 401, which means that it's on 400.
I'll do that right now.
Please. I would do it on my phone, but then I'll seize up on me by doing too many things. It doesn't like it when you do too much stuff on it.
No. Here we go. NFT Farmer. Now where do I see the number?
On the BuyDAP.
Oh, I think I'm on the wrong. Am I in the wrong place? I'm on the is it? I'm on the old one.
NFTfarmer.net. Old one.
Oh no, I am on the right one. It always comes up, with unsafe content when I go to this website.
Oh yeah, that's the same as what Ellie was having, you see.
Yeah. Oh, I'm blocked. Microsoft Defender Smart Screen has blocked this unsafe content.
Yeah, that's what happens on some of the browsers. What browser are you using?
Edge.
I can't remember what it was, but I'm using about 4 different browsers, and one of my browsers blocks it and the rest of them don't.
Right, I'm reporting it as safe, so hopefully it...
Yeah, because it's safe.
Well, I hope so. Oh God, it's good. I can't. I've got to feed in. I've got to fill in a complete form. Oh bloody hell! Honestly, so I can't do that in a minute.
If you lose me, I'll.
Okay. Don't go anywhere, Keith. I can't. Do it
I'll try not to. I'm scrolling through it now.
I can't do that.
Don't talk me up that much.
That's annoying. Why does it come up as unsafe? Is it because we're dodgy crypto people?
No, it's just what browsers do for when they got interactive stuff. Yeah, it's 400. Yep, that's correct.
400. Okay. Right. Let me then.
Jeez, my phone didn't die on me. Woohoo!
Yay. Okay. We there? Yes. Right. So we need this to go to 400.
And 0 to 400. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So let me get rid of all this rubbish. Okay. You know what we're going to do now, don't you?
Shuffle.
We're going to shuffle.
Shuffle.
Oh my God, these ads are just a pain in the arse.
I know. They just keep coming, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Okay, we're going to shuffle once. What is going on with my? I'm going to do that. What is going on with my mouse? I don't know. Okay, that was one shuffle, and here goes the next one. Shuffle. Okay. Okay, are we ready?
We are ready.
Is everybody ready? I don't know if everybody's ready though. We're going to do it.
Okay,
so this is a spin of the wheel for 6,000 calf. Here we go. Oh, today. I think we're okay.
Oh, geez, I don't do that.
3, 4, 7.
And of course, I have no idea.
I have no idea who it is.
Because Mrs. Keith is away at the moment.
Keith, the crypto farmer, is currently busy, so we're not.
I'm going to say it's me.
Well, I know it's not me. It's not me. Again. How many weeks is this? This is 23 weeks, 24 weeks.
24, yeah.
It's not me again, but it could be me next week.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's right.
And that's what's important.
But when I catch up with the boss, I will.
The boss.
Post
I love that.
I know where I fit in.
You know your place.
I'll obviously post it on the main chat to everyone, to who it is, so you guys will know whether it's one of you guys or not, because I don't know. I'm sorry.
Leon, is it you again? Is it you? No, it's not Leon this week. Oh, sorry. It's not Leon this week. Ellie. Oh, no, it can't be Ellie because she hasn't managed to buy hers yet. Oh, well, we're just going to. Slum Dog, is it you? It's not me.
You're getting good. So everyone, I don't know, what's your plans today, Chalk? Are you coming on live stream later on?
I could do.
There's a fair bit of and in there, everyone.
No, I am. I've got a heavy domestic day today. I'll tell you what, we have friends coming over to stay from America on Thursday, and at the moment I wouldn't let them in the house, and so I've got a schedule to get the house sorted by Thursday, but I've got a lot to do. So yes, I am around today. I might not be able to come on for 3 hours, but but yes, I can.
Who does 3 hours? Who does 3 hours?
We don't do 3 hours. You do 2 hours sometimes, though, don't you?
Yeah, I know. Well, I did 2 hours, and then you turned up right when I finished, and then so I redone it again, and we went for another hour, and I was like, "Oh, far out."
Talking about just keep on. We just have a good chat, don't we, about whatever pops up.
And that's why, like, what I was going to say is that to let everyone know that if you are going to be around a bit later on, well, then please come and join our other live stream this later on in a few hours' time.
Who knows when? And who knows
we
what
don't
we're
know.
going to talk about?
We don't know when it will be, but we can be sure that it'll be probably 3 to 4 hours' time from now, something like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, we just have general talk about whatever. It's great to have participation where people throw in their questions and statements and whatever. It's all good.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so please come and join us on that as well. Yeah. Please hit the like button and all of that sort of stuff, please.
And go follow. I know all you guys are probably already following.
Yeah.
Keith on all of his socials. But for anybody coming to this who might not have seen us before, please do go and follow Keith the Crypto Farmer on YouTube and especially TikTok, where he is becoming a star.
We're pounding out a few numbers at the moment. Like, it's pretty good. Like, we're getting many thousands of views now, so we're starting to really get it up there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just shows a bit of perseverance, blood, sweat, and tears, and you can get there. And that's what they say. It's all about consistency, isn't it? But unfortunately, these things take also, as we were saying the other day, a long time and a lot of effort.
Oh, there's nothing easy about it.
No, and if you don't do anything on social media in terms of, you know, uploading stuff, let me tell you, this stuff that Keith is doing takes a long time to do.
It's certainly not quick, that's for sure.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing how long it takes. It's Even though I've got what is now good internet, it's just still takes so long to do it. I definitely couldn't have done it on our old internet. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's just, that would have been absolutely impossible. But on this, you'll see that some of my videos, like when they start getting up towards 10 minutes, they're just ridiculously long to try and upload. It just doesn't work. What was that one?
What's this? We want Keith to do the Rima Calm Down challenge with the cards in the background. That will be epic. We'll go viral. What's a Rima Calm Down challenge?
Doesn't sound good, whatever it is.
I know TikTok's doing loads of different challenges, but what's a Rima
it doesn't sound good.
Ellie, tell us more. What is it?
Sounds like
something you need to do, Keith. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going to get dobbed in for something.
A Rima Calm Down challenge. I am absolutely. Oh, look who's turned up.
Hey. Hey, Jason, is your number 347? Was that one that was drawn?
It was, I think, yeah. Oh, God, we better remember.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping you'd remind me so I can go and check.
Well, we've already got the video to look back on.
Yeah, I know, but that's the only way I would know. But
it was 347.
Yeah, do you have number 347, Jason? It's about time you come and join us on live stream again too. We've been waiting.
Yeah, what are you doing in about 3 or 4 hours?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Come and
join us. To come and join us. Have a chat. Tell us about all these new developments you've got for us that you've been working on in the background.
I'm Googling the Rima Calm Down. Oh, it's a dance. Oh, Keith.
Oh, God.
It's a shit. Calm Down TikTok dance challenge.
Oh, no.
Oh, Keith.
Are you going to play it? You're going to share the screen and play it so I can see what it is you're talking about?
There's a tutorial here, but it's 6 minutes long. So I just Googled it. So I haven't got any to show. Maybe I'll tell you what, we could save that for our later.
Yeah. We'll do it later on. Yeah, in a few hours' time. Yeah. No, that's perfect.
Oh, here we go. So Ellie's saying, I was trying to learn this dance last night. My back hurts, though, from the gym, lol. What's the gym? I don't know what the gym is. I don't do gym. Gym is in the same category as mud and muck and worms and spiders. Gym.
I see you post a video of some good food and stuff on TikTok.
Well, what was I doing? Oh, I did a fish finger sandwich.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Anytime I post anything with food in, it goes crazy. Actually, not so much that one, but I've done a couple in the past. I did one where I had an afternoon tea. People love food stuff on TikTok. They go crazy for it. So you need to show yourself cooking like outside in a barbecue, or maybe not with calves around though, especially if it's beef. That wouldn't be good. Oh, have we lost Keith, or is it my internet? Oh
no, I killed my phone.
Killed your phone.
It started raining on me, and where I'm in the shed, I can't. It really affects me head with the noise.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So I had to run to the car because I had to drive down here today. And yeah, so then I can get away from that noise, because it seriously gets that painful. I just can't hear anything that's going on. It's it's horrible. Oh, it's 389. Come on, you're supposed to have 347. So it doesn't look like it's anyone that's here.
I think I've got the Rima Calm Down.
Hi, well, Miner. Thank you.
We'll show it later. I'm sure it's something you could do though, Keith, looking at it. How's your dance moves?
Yeah, I'm hoping one Miner will join us later on, and he can share in that as well, or whatever it is that you're doing. So we'll see. Because we're going to do a live whale later on, Whale Miner, of course, like, which is the more generalized live. about stuff. So yeah.
Ellie's saying steak and calves.
Now you were saying about food gets comments or something, yeah?
Yes. What could you do food-wise?
Well, I do rotisserie stuff, but not beef. But we can do lamb or no. We can do lamb or pork.
Lamb? I do love lambs.
Yeah.
To eat as well.
But you got to fly out to Australia to share in it, though.
Yeah, maybe one day. Maybe when we both become influencers, like proper influencers, maybe I can do a TikTok of flying out to you. Wouldn't that be cool?
I'll tell you one thing, guys, and I'm being absolutely honest. This is absolutely my heart belief, right? I don't ever want to be an influencer to influence you guys to ever purchase anything at all. I don't care about that part of it. You know, I want you guys to spend the money whatever you have in whatever you want to spend it in, not be influenced into spending it. And especially not be influenced by me. And I'm sure Talk feels the same. Is that well, especially these days, because you know how it can go pear-shaped on you. But it's your money. You do what you want to do. If you feel that it's a good thing, then that's great. But if not, that's great. But enjoy the show. You know, like participate in conversation and just
absolutely.
Hopefully enjoy the footage.
Tell us the high volume words, Jason. Now you've said that. Tell us what they are. What's the key to it? But you were talking about your tagging the other day, weren't you? So there is an art to it. There is a science to it, definitely.
I wonder if Ellie has had a look at I know Ellie's had a look at Jason's songs. I wonder whether there's been anything there.
The other day I saw a new AI program that will write, if you give it the lyrics, it will write something for you. So maybe we could look at that as well.
Yeah, we got
cows. Yeah,
we got to ask Ellie about how she's gone with the songs.
Yeah.
I'm not forcing you to do anything, Ellie. I keep repeating it. How's your new amplifier going? You belting out some tunes? No, I'm exactly the same. I don't want to be an influencer. I just want to create content which people hopefully enjoy. You know, that's where I don't want to be an influencer. That's not me. I don't want to try and direct people into doing certain actions that mightn't be in their best benefit.
No, absolutely.
That's probably the best way I can put it.
We ought to re-record, you know, Cyndi Lauper's "Girls Just Want to Have Fun," but it's Keith just wants to have. Keith just wants to have fun. It feels very dystopian, like consumer lol. Consumer is a horrible US marketing word. I agree completely.
It's kind of funny though with the videos because nearly all the hashtags are exactly the same that I'm putting on them, and some of the videos, like the eating ones, I would have thought would be way more viral than they are, and yet other ones that are more bland sort of videos, they go all viral, and it's like how do you figure that?
Tire.
I know. Like I changed the tire and it gets 10,000 views, and then I have these calves eating hay that looks really cool, and it's lucky to get 300 views, and it's like how does that work? Like I can't work it out.
Thank you. See you later.
Thanks,
Sorry,
Leon.
Leon.
Yeah.
Oh, Ellie, exactly. You're a lovely human beings. I like to be around. Well, we love having you around. Ellie, maybe you could come on and have a chat with us one day, like on. Oh,
look at this.
I still need to do a song for Chalk.
Yeah, well, he's done one for Brian, one for me, one for Mrs. Keith. He's been a busy boy.
Ellie has made a song on YouTube, my first try. So Ellie, you need to drop the link, then we can go take a look.
Yeah, we got to see this stuff. Come on. I
like them, but now it's good at putting music.
I don't say one day. It's got to be today.
No, Ellie, I'm going to have to go searching you now and try and figure out which Ellie you are.
Out of all the names in the world.
There can't be many Ellies on YouTube, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh. What's this? I still need to... Oh, Leon, that's gone. So one day, yeah.
I sent you the songs, didn't I? Three different songs. Oh, didn't I not do that? I'm sure I did. Don't I? I hope I.
Oh, here we are. Look.
I know. Well, you're.
I did a Turkish one first, but it's crap. The visual. I just wanted to upload a song. Right. So now I've got to search for an Ellie who's singing in Turkish. Well, that narrows it down a bit.
It's unbelievable. Ellie speaks half a dozen different languages. You know.
Oh, Ellie, you talented woman, you.
Yeah. You know, that's
when I do my next ladies live stream, you can come on. How's that?
That's a real sign of intelligence there. See, I only speak Australian, and that's, you know, like right at the primitive end, you know, where we just shortcut all the words and stuff like that.
Oh, it's funny.
You know.
Oh, now, Keith Crypto Farmer, we have been going for 51 minutes. We have broken our rule again. Our rule of only going for half an hour tops.
Oh.
That's what we said. We can't help ourselves though when we get up here, can we? Oh, one second.
No, we're gonna come back later on, guys. So please call in and say good day and have a chat. Yeah. And we'll have more of this general sort of conversation there. So
absolutely.
We're gonna call it a day now. So thank you very much for everyone turning up. Sorry that I couldn't make any of you guys winners by the looks of it because it's someone else, but I'll announce that as soon as I can get a chance to. Absolutely. Yeah, thanks all for your time with us. We appreciate every single one of you. Absolutely. Yeah, and we're going to sign off for now, but hopefully we will see you in a few hours when we'll be talking. Well, who knows? Bye for now. Take care. Bye-bye.